Hey, it's your race director, Shelley Bramblett, coming to you with one of my closest friends, the incredible, incomparable Queen of Kona, Paula Newby Fraser, 24-time Ironman winner. 8 of those are the world champion titles. So you can imagine what just an amazing person she is, amazing athlete, and I'm just so fortunate to call her a friend. But also she took a few minutes to sit here with me, and I just want to ask her a question, like, how has triathlon changed since she first came into the sport?
Well, first of all, thank you, Shelley, one of my closest friends. So this is it's a pleasure. So yeah, look, we've known each other a long time, and triathlon has changed so dramatically over the last, gosh, I feel like I've really been in it now for 25 years, or coming up 30 years actually. And you know, the difference really is once I started racing, it was a little bit more, I want to say, organic, homegrown. Events were, there was a certain more of a sort of spontaneous way about doing triathlon. You decided you wanted to undertake this challenge. You went. The expectations of events were, they really weren't any. You just wanted to go and do this great thing, and if you got there and there was a great course and there were volunteers and you knew where you were going, you know, that was awesome. And you know, during the course of my career, it became, even in those years, it started to become a little bit more formalized and a lot more organized, and you know, training became very different. I will say that, you know, training for us was very organic and spontaneous. And so as I look around and work in the industry now, I realize that we've grown up. The sport has grown up. We're like a big, we're not the village anymore. We are the big sprawling city now. Toronto's become the big sprawling city. We look around, there are a lot of people, there's a lot of business going on, and it's a lot more competitive, but it's also a lot more inclusive. We're not just sort of this subculture now, this subculture that kind of did this crazy thing, and people looked at us like we were a little bit strange, and said, and why, really, people wondered why. Now so many more people know what triathlon is. The businesses around it have grown. The athletes have embraced it. The lifestyle around it has grown a lot. And yeah, I mean, I feel like I came into the sport, and it was the sport itself was just a toddler, and now we've grown up from this little village where we sort of put things together to this incredible industry. We've become an industry now, and not just, it's global, and that's what's so amazing about it. Is this now is a global industry, and you know, you love it. You say you're a triathlete; it's a badge of honor now. It's really, it's something that people recognize, and yeah, it's different. But if your boundaries are not too set, and you're willing to grow up and grow into yourself, I still think it's wonderful. I think the athlete mentality is still wonderful. I think the challenge is there. The purity at its heart is still there. The volunteers, your event directors, are there for passion. It doesn't matter who owns events, the event directors, your people on course, your fellow athletes, the passion is still there. So you may have to look a little bit harder for that, but you know, at our core and at our heart, we're still who we were, but we've just packaged ourselves and grown a lot. And you know, it's been an incredible ride. I've loved every minute of it. Honestly, loved every minute of it.
And you're one of the few people who have parlayed being a professional athlete into being a professional event person.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
So congratulations to you for staying in the sport. Like, you are absolutely at the top of your game as an athlete, and now as a professional event person, really. Yeah,
well, thank you for that. And yes, it was people always wonder how you transition out of being an athlete into, you know, back into the real world. And I feel like I was so blessed to have a career as an athlete, and then to be given an opportunity to start the cycle all over again. And I honestly started the cycle right from the bottom all over again and learned as much about the business as I could, got involved in every aspect of it, grew with it, and took really my experience as an athlete and my passion and stepped onto the other side. Because when you come into it just as an athlete, I don't think you can truly ever appreciate that parallel universe of passion and enthusiasm and love for the sport, and the spirit of it exists in this universe of people who are creating the environment for the athletes to go out and have their day, showcase their talents, meet their challenges and all those kinds of things. So it's really been, has it been a wonderful ride, from just working with the smallest of event directors all the way, to having the honor to work with Ironman and try and navigate those changes. It's, we strive to do better every day, but at the heart and core of the people, and that's really, for me, I think has gotten lost as the sport has grown up. People see the business of it all, and they forget that behind the business is the humanity of this. There are people who are putting on the events, there are race directors, there are volunteers, and all those people, they're people. They have as much passion, and so it's been good for me to work on that side, to try and keep that communication to the athletes, that you're dealing with people that love it just as much as you do.
Oh, well, as an event director, I appreciate you. You were a trailblazer in this sport, and you're a trailblazer now with your position at Ironman, and I am fortunate to call you my friend.
Thank you, and good luck to all the athletes out there. You have one of the best race directors ever.
Thank you. Mwah.